Hello, you're watching Daily News on All News Nigeria. I am Opeyemi Olugbemi. Here are the headlines for today. Cbn Governor Emefiele goes missing amidst fear of arrest. NNAMDI KANU sues federal government for tagging IPOB terrorists. Gunmen roast Catholic priest to death. Welcome back. Now the news in details. Amidst fear of being arrested in Nigeria by the DSS, the CBN Governor, Godwin Emefiele, has declared that he won't be able to return to the country after allegedly traveling to receive treatment abroad. There are reports that the CBN Governor will be arrested immediately if he sets foot in Nigeria following a missing sum of 89 trillion naira. According to a source, the CBN Governor had on Sunday informed relevant authorities that he would not be able to return to Nigeria for now due to his health issues and treatment abroad. This is happening after the CBN Governor has been investigated for a lot of allegations that have been brought against him. They were bordering on corruption and financing terrorism. As it stands, no one knows when Emefiele will return to Nigeria, since he had said that he is sick. He had also failed to appear before the House of Representatives to explain to them that the new Naira redesign and cash withdrawal limit that was recently implemented. The DSS had said that the investigation they have done shows that the CBN Governor is involved in fraudulent activities and crimes against national security.
There are so many things happening. Of course, issues bordering on the new currency and the fact that only yesterday the new currency has now reached the banks, and that we expect that the banks will begin to distribute those currencies to the members of the public who are their customers, and primarily to assure the president that things are going on well about the currency, as well as issues bordering on the cashless policy that we recently introduced.
Recall that Emefiele had traveled abroad for Christmas and New Year's holiday based on the knowledge of President Buhari. He is due to resume office on January 17, 2023. According to Shehu Sani, a former senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Nigeria is the only country in the world where a central bank governor can have the backing of the president and still be on the run. Emefiele has been at the center of a number of controversies in the last few months of his central bank governing. All News Nigeria highlights few of these controversies. Let's review Emefiele's sudden presidential ambition. On May 5, 2022, Emefiele asked a federal high court to rule in favor of his eligibility to contest in the 2023 presidential election. Whether a CBN governor could participate in partisan politics became the question of the day. On May 6, 2022, the Socio-Economic Responsibility and Accountability Project, SERAP, cited reports that Emefiele paid 100 million naira for the All Progressives Congress APC presidential nomination form. SERAP asked Emefiele to resign as CBN governor in line with Section 9 of the CBN Act. Social media went agog with the news of the nomination form Emefiele bought, but it was later announced that interest groups paid for the form. The trial of the rice farmers Emefiele support group and friends of Godwin Emefiele claimed to have paid the 100 million naira. Emefiele would later turn down the offer to run for president and withdraw the suit on his eligibility. On Naira redesign, in late 2022, the CBN announced that it had received approval from President Muhammadu Buhari to redesign 3 Naira denomination notes. Buhari and Emefiele unveiled the new banknotes on November 23rd. Emefiele said that the old banknotes would cease to serve as legal tender by the end of January 2023 and ordered new cash withdrawal limits. Criticism arose about the closeness of the banknotes redesign events to a major event such as the 2023 general election. 2 months to circulate the new Naira notes and remove the old notes in circulation has proven to be an ill-thought decision. It's less than 20 days to the deadline of old 200, 500 and 1,000 Naira notes, and many deposit banks have failed to collect the old notes. The new banknotes are limited in circulation, some banks have claimed. On the 89 trillion missing stamp duty, Mohammed Gudaji Kazare, a member of the Nigerian House of Representatives from Jigawa State, recently accused the CBN governor of failing to remit 89.1 trillion naira to the federal government.
Recovering other stamp duties into stamp duty central account, wherever stamp duty it is. D. The committee exercising has a power of detention of any person or group of persons that violate the presidential directives on this assignment or try to sabotage this assignment.
According to Kazare, the trillions had accumulated from stamp duties and bank charges since 2013. The CBN hid the funds in a private account. Kazare has since asked for an audience with President Muhammadu Buhari and Emefiele. In other news, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, NNAMDI KANU, has sued the Nigerian government and its leadership over the proscription of the organization. The IPOB leader is seeking an order that self-determination is not a crime and thus cannot be used as a basis to arrest, detain, and prosecute him and the members of IPOB. He argued that professing the political opinion of self-determination and consequent arrest, detention, and persecution of the applicants as a member or leader of said IPOB is illegal, unlawful, and unconstitutional. Recall that the IPOB leader was arrested and extradited from Kenya in June 2022 and had since been in DSS detention over claims bordering on terrorism and several other counts. KANU was first arrested on October 14, 2015, following years of his campaign for the sovereign state of Biafra. He was granted bail in April 2017 but fled Nigeria later that year after soldiers invaded his residence in Abia State during a military clampdown on IPOB members. For almost 4 years after he fled the country, the separatist leader piloted the affairs of IPOB from abroad. It was mostly in the United Kingdom, from where he runs Radio Biafra, the group's radio station, with which he often engaged in first monologues preaching his separatist cause. Finally, on the news, some unidentified gunmen have brutally murdered Isaac Achi, a Catholic priest, by setting him ablaze in Kafin-Koro community, Paikoro local government area of Niger State. Another Catholic priest, simply identified as Father Collins, was shot when he tried to escape. Wasiu Abiodun, the Niger State Police Public Relations Officer, stated that some armed men burned Father Achi's residence down around 3 a.m. on Sunday when they failed to gain entry. Other sources claim that the assailants attacked the priest's residence at 1 a.m. on Sunday. Archie was a priest at St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church in Pakoro local government area. The police public relations officer, Abiodun, said that the Catholic priest who was shot, Father Collins, was recovering in a local hospital. That's it on today's news. To keep up with all news Nigeria, kindly follow the social media platforms displayed on the screen. We'll be back with more news updates tomorrow. Until then, stay tuned. I am Okwemi Olubemi. Do have a good day.